Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I wanted to talk to you about my top 10 comic books coming out this Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, February 8th, 2023. I did want to ask you to please check out the description of this video. I do have a couple links in there if you want to support the channel via my PayPal or my Venmo, and also I am doing my 1K subscriber giveaway. I'm about a third of the way there. You can win a couple slabs. I'll put a card here so you can check out the video for the rules and all that stuff. So, without further ado, let's get started. And the first two, 10 and 9, are going to be a couple of number ones that I think sound really cool. And this is Harrower number 1. And it just says there's nothing if you're in a small town. I just think Harrower sounds like a really cool story. And it's about a teenage girl who the town has multi-generational boogeymen of puritanical vengeance against the unrighteous, and they seem unkillable. So I just think here you go. Uncover, will she be able to escape the pull of her morbid fixation? Terrifyingly grounded take is perfect for fans of Bone Orchard and The Closet. So if you like a couple of those, plus it's by Boom, and Boom is responsible for Something is Killing the Children. This sounds very similar to that, just more with a more sort of demonic maybe twist on it. So anyway, I think that could be really fun. Number 9, we have Monarch number 1. And this was actually in my FOC video. And let's see. Rodney Barnes, who was part of Philadelphia, is writing this. And Philadelphia has already been optioned, and it's a really good book. And this is about some kids in Compton and an alien invasion. I think that's a really cool combination. So 10 was Harrower number 1. Number 9 is Monarch number 1. And now let's get into some of the spec picks. At number 8, we have Batman 132. And it's a possible first appearance of alternate reality characters. So we don't know if there's going to be any first appearances, but it could, and that's why it's the lowest of the spec picks. After that is another one that's pretty low. This was going to be the lowest until Batman was just a possibility. But Bishop War College, it is a first appearance of a team. However, the team doesn't seem likely to stick. And it includes Armor, Surge, Cam Long, Aura Charles, and a Mass. So, it's a first appearance of a new team. So, there you go. And then after that, we do have, at number 6, I actually put some facsimiles higher than this, but this is probably one of my top 5 books, that I'm going to read to get. And this is Static Shadows of Dakota number 1. And I just think Static could be sort of along the lines of Miles, maybe not to that extent, but it is sort of a newer character. This Miles obviously was in the last 10 years or so. Static Shock is older than that. However, it's still fairly new. I know the cartoon was still around, just came out when I was a little older as a kid. But this one does have a couple first appearances. A boy with powers named Isaac, and a friend of Static, Quincy, is manifesting some powers. And it also is a second cameo appearance of Ebon. So it's got a couple, and it is a number 1. So it's a key as a number 1, and it's a key as a couple of first appearances. And then before we get into number 5, I did want to remind you one more time that if you wanted to support this channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of the video. This channel is not yet monetized. I'm still working hard to get it, and all money put into the video or into the PayPal and the Venmo are going to be put into the production of bigger videos and stuff. And currently I'm having to sort of like, one of my side kind of things is selling some of my comics and my collection and sports cards and collectibles and things like that. And if I can get I guess at this point it's pretty much donations to support the channel through PayPal and Venmo, then that's less time I have to spend on that and more time I can do on doing awesome videos that have a little bit more, what's it called, evergreen value. So like right now all my videos are week to week, but I would love to do some videos that just are gonna about comics and a whole bunch of other stuff that just answer a bunch of questions that everyone's gonna have from here on, you know, till the end of time. So it's content that will just last and be rewatchable. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. Let's get into number 5, and even number 4 is also this is a reprint, a facsimile. Number 4 is a cover. But anyway, we have the Avengers number 8, Kang the Conqueror. Of all of the reprints, this one is probably the best one to get, especially right now, because you got a bunch of Kang stuff. Obviously, I don't have to tell you guys if you're watching this, especially if you made it this far into the video, you're that into comics. I'm sure you know how big Kang is right now, and there's no bigger facsimile that you can get than the Avengers number 8, the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. Number 4, we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 19. This is the Disney 100 variant with the Fantastic Four homage, and so I just wanted that's. Honestly, I think these books could have some value, if not soon, in the future, especially if you can get a nice copy and get it graded at a 9.8, because the whole point of these cover variants is the cover, the presentation of the cover, and that is one of the benefits of getting it graded, is you're like, hey, this is a high quality book, but then it presents really nicely. So that's something that you might want to consider if that is your bag. And continuing on with number 3 is Ghost Rider number 11. And this one is a this one's actually a spec pick, and it is the introduction of Danny Ketch, who's upgraded with Weapon X. It was teased at the okay, what I'm seeing is it's teased at the end of 11, but this is Ghost Rider 11 and seen on the cover of 13. So I'm guessing maybe they saw the end of 11 right here, and that's the teaser of it, and then it's on the cover of 13, so maybe 12 is the book to get. So who knows? And then also, I don't know what's going on with 12. There might be some variants worth getting. Who knows? But if you subscribe, I'll let you know as soon as it comes out. So there's number 3. And number 2, Red Goblin number 1. This was my number 1, but the last minute I switched it to number 2. And it's just the number 1 of the Red Goblin, who a lot of people like. And it could actually make its way into the MCU. And that's because but it will take a while, because it's Normie Osborn with a symbiote, but it is the first appearance of a new Goblin King. So that first appearance of a new Goblin King could give it immediate spec value on the secondary market, but then being a number 1 of Norman Osborn bonded with a symbiote, that could give it longevity when they get to that part of the MCU. So, you know, that's why it's number 2, because it has a good. We all saw what happened with Goblin Queen, so this might be something you might be interested in. And number 1, we have Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants number 1. I really hope this is good, because I would love to see a really good Storm book come back and have her be very strong. She was one of my favorite characters not only in the X-Men cartoon series growing up, right? Not only in the X-Men arcade game, where she would have her lightning would come down and just zap people, right? Or the bad guys. But she was also one of my favorite characters in X-Men Legends. Yeah, before Alliance, there was X-Men Legends on the PS2. And Storm was really awesome in some of these, in like the indoor locations, because you could actually target guards on the other side of closed doors and on the other side of walls with her lightning. And then you open it up and you have fewer bad guys that you could possibly take damage from. So just, you know, Storm, I'm a huge fan of Storm, and I've loved it. And I actually loved her portrayal in Apocalypse, or Dark Phoenix. As horrible as that movie was, Storm, the way they wrote the character, the way the actress portrayed it, it was really good. And I was really bummed it was a horrible movie, because I would have loved to have seen that iteration of her. Maybe they'll do a crossover in the MCU and they'll kill all those people off, but they'll keep that Storm and they'll bring her over into the 616. That would be awesome. So anyways, my number one is Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants #1. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me in this video. If you liked it, I would appreciate clicking that thumbs up button. Give this video a like, help me out with that Google algorithm. Speaking of helping me out with the algorithm, if you could comment and let me know what you think about my picks. If there's anything you thought maybe I missed that you're really looking forward to, let me know in the comments section. And also subscribe to the channel so you can see more great videos like this when they come out. I also have some more card and collectibles, and like I said previously, as I get those donations coming in, I'm going to work towards building better, longer, more rewatchable content, stuff like that. And I do have my 1K subscriber giveaway, so here's the card for that. And then I'm also going to have the card for my FOC, where I don't think there was any DC, if I remember off the top of my head. So it's all going to be Monday, due Monday by the 6th. By the time this comes out, it should be tomorrow. So thanks again for watching. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.